matter. If anything, we should probably have Slinker and Alexandria swap. Just so that it's the tanks melee DPS group up front. But either way, as long as you guys know to adjust accordingly.
Yeah.
When we get to that phase, just make sure melee and tanks are going north or east, and we're going south or west if you are range DPS and healers for the dark flame mechanic. All right, let's get it on.
Do we want to make sure? Okay, so I don't know, is the dragon in here? If he is,
yeah.
You are group 1 for the stack and the 2x2 in the center.
Yeah, so if the bird starts at B, you and I are going to stack on B. If the bird starts at D, you and I go stack on D. All right.
Final Fantasy game sound isn't working. Hopefully that won't matter.
No, I'm sure you don't need that.
Nah.
You could always just relog.
Yeah.
Very big one.
Can I hit him?
No. Didn't bring him out far enough. My bad.
That's alright.
All right. Left, left, left. Sorry, I didn't call that earlier.
Boy, I was close as shit.
Remember, turn to your left and kill the one on your left.
Big one.
Left. Ooh, I did not move in. Go left, 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 left. I don't know if it baited bad. Nope, it was okay. Sides.
Don't make me move, Rob. Alright, I'm on 1. Dragoon guy. Good shit.
Fucking, okay. Flipped.
Oh, what?
Okay. On the wrong one.
Nice.
Kill one. Quick.
Yeah, it's over.
Yep.
So what happened there?
Wrong
I got
one.
flipped around. I
picked
didn't
up.
pick up my ad. Yeah.
If you just look for the 3 and 4 markers, I think it's easier that way.
Yeah.
The small ones.
Left.
Oh, boom, dead.
What?
Yeah.
What happened?
I think it hit Slinker and he was just slightly away from his partner. I'm gonna be slow on picking this one up, but I'll get it.
Small ones.
It's gonna be left again.
What happened?
Everything killed, so. Make sure you stay on your marker until all of the flame mechanic resolves.
Is it like Dragoon things or something? Like I dive?
Might be. Like, I didn't see it, but that can definitely happen. Just like, do your dive.
Yeah, I was in the habit of using Whirlwind Rust as soon as it comes
Mm.
up.
Oh, and it moved you forward or into the boss just enough.
It's probably pretty unlucky timing because it's random when that's gonna happen every time.
Mm-hmm.
Big one.
Right side.
Right.
Small one.
Oh, I'm stupid. Right side.
It's gonna be a small one.
Partners.
Middle for quick heals.
Alright, I am on number 1 first. Looks like we're splitting damage.
Pick one and go.
Okay, good shit.
Get to the middle. Those heals got to go out quick.
Okay.
Taking here. Oh, just kidding.
Oh, no.
Let's just make sure we get the shield staggered there, and then I'll.
Do you wanna-
I guess I'll shake again. I wasn't going to shake for that part. I was going to shake later, but we'll go
Do you
back
want to shake
shaking on that.
between birds and I'll shake after birds? We can have like one for each, because it seems like
I'm going to shake going into.
Right as
Into the
birds
birds.
end is when people are dying.
Yep. So I'm gonna do it on the.
bird phase ends. That would be good.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it on the rebirth. So right as we kill the ads, I'm gonna do it, and then Iskana, Norman, I want you to do yours after we kill the ads, and are back in the middle.
okay. I'm gonna flash Slinker because I think he's, I don't know, the squishiest or something. Because I remember him dying last time. That should help too.
New big one.
Right.
This will be a big one.
Right.
Maybe a small one.
Stacks in the middle.
Middle for quick heals.
Oof, I think that was close.
Um,
Am I taking CD here?
You're supposed to tank it, or you're supposed to take it where it comes to you.
Or... Okay.
It's gonna be a wipe.
what's going on here?
Just wipe it.
Oof.
Wherever you stand to resolve your mechanic is where the birds that you attacked at the beginning are going to be coming to you. So you should, when we go into that mechanic, you should be attacking a bird that's either at D or C during that while it picks out who the chains are. That way you're building threat on one of the two birds that you were already on. and I will be on either A or B, continuing to build threat on those birds. That way, if you have to switch because of where the chains go, you should have plenty of threat already on those birds, that when they come back up, the two are going to come to you. So if you finish on C, great. If you finish on B, that's where you finish.
And if we finish on the same one,
We will never finish on the same one.
okay.
The way the mechanic resolves is it won't target us on the same chain path. Like you and I won't be chained partners.
Small ones.
Left, left, left.
I think Ural's in the wrong spot. Okay, cool.
No, I was getting it.
Oh.
Nobody. Small ones.
Right, right, right.
It's gonna be a big one.
Partners.
Middle wheels. Yep, that's the tank wipe it.
For bastard, he not.
So what happened there?
Got distracted and got hit by the bird.
Just a refresher, so remember, once you're in your positions, if you are the 2-chain person, once the bird charges you, you're going to dodge into where the bird left. So the bird should be to your right. If you have 2 chains, the bird that you're standing at should be to your right. That means the person with 1 chain, the bird that they're standing at, is on their left.
The small one.
Right, right, right. Jesus, took him long enough.
Gonna be big one.
Left.
Big one.
Partners.
Some middle frails.
Oh boy, we're splitting DPS pretty bad here.
There's only one
Let it get to the
DPS on
market.
that side.
Woo!
Zon. Okay. Zon's in the wrong spot. Oh.
Let's kill these birds. Shake, shake, shake.
Yep.
We make a way to 3.
Rise a little bit. Yeah, move to max melee behind the boss at 3. Remember, you're gonna point your little fledglings out. Whatever the direction of the arrow is where you want to place it. Move in.
Alright, tanks and melee go north. And
And this is the spread.
Boy, it's not gonna be enough, yeah.
Okay. As you're moving into that position, just kind of see where you're standing in relationship to the others. So if you're the front person in that situation, keep running as far as you can.
Should we have assigned, like, some people go left, some people go right, for example, or something like that? Or should we just swing it?
I mean, I'm definitely fine with assigning it. I can, Unite, if you want, I can run to the left, or I can basically just park my ass and let you run.
I mean, I'll run far is fine. I can go if it's north, for example. I'll be over by B. Why don't you be by 2? We'll have Ithkana by 4, and we'll put Zon at D. So if you're spreading,
I guess I see.
reuse the markers. So if you're spreading, because you don't want to be in the middle, because its line gonna explode in the middle, it's gonna be spread out like that. So I will go in this situation with this. I'm gonna go to 4. We're gonna have Alexandria on 3. We're gonna have Ithkana on 2, and we will have Zon on 1. If for whatever reason if we were on the east side, it would just rotate clockwise.
That's for the mechanic we just did.
That's for the mechanic we just did. If we have to spread, that's how we'll spread. If we're not spreading, then everyone on that side's meeting right there. Likewise, the south is the same way. You guys want to assign who you're going to be down here?
We just meet wherever the second fireball is.
It's part like there's just like I don't understand how it plays out, right? Because we all need to enter at the same direction, right? And there's just fucking not enough time.
There's plenty.
There is enough time.
There's plenty of time. The problem is everyone is trying to run to the wrong. Like everyone thinks they're running to the right location, and they're doing like the hallway dance kind of thing. So what you need to be doing is, if the fireball were to land, for example, if the first one hits A, right, and the second one's going to hit where 1 is, basically, or between 1 and 2, you basically want to be running towards 1, and the person who's assigned to stand at 1 is going to stop once they get there. The other people, though, are going to follow those explosions around. They're going to follow it, and the person who's supposed to be at 2 is going to stop at 2. The person who's supposed to be at 3 is going to stop at 3. And the person who's supposed to be at 4 is going to get to 4 when the center explosion goes off, and then the split explosions are going to go off after that. So you have to be moving. You've got to, as soon as that first explosion lands on the outside, you've got to be moving to your location. Now, the problem is if it doesn't start at A, you've
Like
got to be
start at-
aware. You've got to be aware that if you're supposed to be at 1, that you've got to wait at 2, and then you've got to move back to 1.
I don't know if you'd want to go back. There's a fireball exploding behind you if you have to go back.
You wait until that fireball explodes, and then you move on to that position
Shouldn't
because
we just dynamically go around the room, like have one person always starting where the second fireball is, and then everybody just goes further out from that, following it? Because then it's always the same, and you always have the same amount of time, and not like, oh, I'm gonna like go back to 1 after this fireball explodes, but I have to wait until the fireball behind me exploded if it's in the right part of the room. Like that seems a little bit unintuitive to have static spots when the fireballs are not static.
I'm fine with either way. To be honest, I don't have a preference. I was fine with doing it dynamically, where whoever
Well, I mean,
where you're
we would
watching.
still have an
Like,
assignment. Like one person would go the farthest away, one person would go right where we end up after the first fireball, one person would go like slightly far away from that. Like those assignments. But it's not like a specific spot on the room. It's just dependent on where second fireball hits and where the first safe spot is.
Yeah, we can have the same assignment order. Just the first position is where the second fireball hits.
Like, am I making sense?
Works for
Like,
me.
no, that makes
is
sense,
crazy?
Rob. No, Rob, that makes sense. We can do that.
Okay, so you guys have your assignments for the north side. We need them for the south side still. So Yoro, do you just want to have the second one so you can just start healing?
Yep.
Or the first one, I mean. So
Yeah, I'll take the first one. Yeah.
So first fireball explodes on the south side. That's where Yoro's going to be. Who's got the most mobility out of us? Is it me or Slinker? I guess I could just try to go to the far one because I can like dash to somebody or something if I need to. I'll go the far one. Leo take like the next safe spot after Yorl's safe spot, and Slinker go the third one. And I'll just try to save sprint for that so I can get all the fucking way out there.
I'm not sure if I follow. Like, can we line up right
okay.
now, just to make sure?
Yeah. So say second fireball exploded on C since we have a C right here.
Okay.
This is your spot for the spread.
Okay.
Your spot is going to be, assuming that does it always go clockwise like this?
Yeah.
It's always
Yeah.
clockwise, right? So your spot would be here, and then and then Slinker's spot would be up towards D, and I would have to run all the way across. Past D.
You don't think anyone should go to the right of C?
It's kind of
Nope. No,
somebody
because
could,
he was
like
gonna-
Yoro could go back there after the fireball explodes just to give himself a little
No,
more
because
space.
the
but
other
the other
group's
group is
gonna
going to
be-
be spreading that way.
guys, yeah, no, you don't want to do that because now you're going back to what I said earlier, which was a static position, and now you're like mixing it all up. So because Rob, your point is if it starts at C, it's also starting at A, which means our group's going to start
Yeah.
to the right
so
of
you should
A.
move it all because you will bump
Right.
into somebody.
Yeah, because you don't want to go backwards. You always want to go clockwise.
So the fourth person is just probably going to have a sprint for this to work.
Okay.
But I put you second because you're black mage, so
Okay.
Yorl's going to be right at C. You just have to go over here as soon as the thing resolves.
Okay.
Everyone's clear, I hope.
And they're going to be doing exactly the same thing on the other side, so we'll end up like a clock around the thing after it's over.
And I'm second spot for the melee crew. Is that right? Or third.
I was assigned second, but
Okay, that's fine.
we can
No
go
problem.
over it again.
Yes. So
Yeah,
first, so
you're
the
not
one
clear over
who's going to stop the soonest is going to be Zahn. The second person who's going to stop is going to be Ithkana. Third person Alexandria, and fourth is Enoch.
Okay.
Okay. Eat your food if you haven't already.
Close.
1.
Right, right, right.
Oh, kidding me.
One.
Right.
It's gonna be a big one.
It's red.
Run. Goes for heals.
That was clean. Wow.
Really?
Taking. Oh, just kidding.
So before you die, right? Like you got really low in that phase. What happened to you? Like why were you so low?
I don't know. Didn't tank anything.
I had like he progged twice, which is an extra one than normal.
Yeah, you were delayed on getting back to the middle. Just
Yeah,
for
I
ads. So
I
don't-
generally
I
do
don't
that
know.
to get. I'm meditating to get
Ah,
axe
gotcha. Okay,
to murder the birds.
makes sense. Okay.
Because I noticed you're down to like 10 HP or something. Right?
Maybe make the
So
move
that
to the middle
fixed.
first, I guess.
The problem is I'm basically meditating when the bird goes up, right? Because I want to
Yeah.
get 3 stacks so I can clap the.
Yeah, I noticed you're low before we went to the middle. So but I was wondering if you were tanking anything or.
Nope.
Yeah, that's weird. 'Cause you got down to like 10k.
Okay. I mean, I think that's the first time you've died tonight on that anyway, so.
I guess just make sure you're like angled towards the middle instead of on the edge of the map when you finish fighting the bird to meditate.
Yeah.
'Cause
Okay. I
we're
can
in
do
the
that.
middle, so we gotta be 15 yards from you.
Small one.
Left, left, left.
God.
Man out here with them slippery shoes.
Small one.
Right.
Small one.
Partners. Ads. Back up in the middle. Ooh.
Taking
Jake.
Slinker.
Boss is targetable again. Potion should be coming off.
What tank thing?
Get on C, get on C. Remember, point them out. It's a big one, so it's the stack when it goes out. Go, go, go. Stack on A. Come on. Oh.
Oh, we're all the same way.
Yep. People went the wrong direction.
So, is the south group going
To B.
east?
Like, so the south group, like,
I thought-
clockwise, right?
Yeah, I thought the south group would go to west if it's not south, and the north group would go to east if it's not north. Because it's
That's what I
clockwise.
thought too.
So,
And
that
that was
mechanic?
directly east and west.
yes. Except for it's going clockwise, so it's resolving in the north and resolving in the south.
Yeah. Yeah, so I went B, right? Because it's gonna resolve in the clockwise.
I'm so confused.
It does a half circle.
If you went to D thinking that you were in the healer range DPS group, you would have wound up in the north when that mechanic was done. Is that right?
That's
No, you would've
true,
ended up
but
at
that's
D
what we
because it's a
established
stack.
yesterday.
Yeah,
It's
I
not a
thought
360, it's a 180.
on that one it's just go to the second one and then stand. Like
It
go to the
is.
second explosion and then just sit your ass.
The
down.
problem here, right,
The problem
is
is
that
the groups
when,
have to be at the opposite ends.
No,
of each
the
other.
problem is some people are going by where the first explosion is, and some people are going by
no,
where
that's not
we're
what
ending
happened
up.
at all. Like this,
No, it
this
is what happened.
No, dude. Everybody went D. Both group went D. That's what happened. There's
I
7
went to
people at
B.
D. It's got nothing to do with the stack here.
If
it's
you
'cause-
went to B,
Well,
then
some
you read it the
people
way
are-
that I thought we were reading it, but nobody else did. Or at
I was on
least
B with you.
The north group did. I didn't go to B.
Yeah.
I thought tanks go to B and the south group go to D, because usually when we split the room in half, but you can't always go north and south or always go east and west. So usually it's like the 4 and the 3 adds are the south/west group, and the 2 and the 1 adds are the north/east group. So if we change it and I have to go with the other group, I would go to either the 3 or the 4 part. Because every other split, we do that way.
The problem though is you're watching south for it, right? So how did you guys can see both B and D at the same time? I guess if you're routing backward.
Well, I'm just looking I'm looking south, but if it's not south, I'm looking toward D, if anywhere, because you can't, it's not always north and south. Like, sometimes it's like that, where it's exactly east and west where you have to go.
Yeah, so the only question is, are we splitting the raid based upon the initial explosion, or are we splitting it based upon...
Well, it's the safe
The
spot,
second
which is the
explosion.
second explosion. And that will be, that one might have ended up slightly south or slightly north, but, I mean, I guess the first explosion is where you look to know where that is, so...
If we want to go
Yeah, I
based off the first explosion, then
I just considered it not even, I hadn't even thought of why we were reading it that way, other than that, that is how the room is divided the rest of the fight for all of the other mechanics, is one group is in the north/east side, and the other group is in the south/west side. So you would, if you're in the south group, you would never go east for anything. And if you're in the north group, you would never go west for anything. So if your safe spot falls east-west instead of north-south, the south group would always be west, even if it ends up kind of northern.
okay. Let's not overcomplicate it. Let's go with what we were just talking about, which is if it starts at D, then that means it's going to be for healer and ranged.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if the first explosion is directly east and west, then it's going to be group 1 is going to B, which is the tanks and melee, and group 2 is D.
Maybe big one.
Left.
Maybe a small one.
Left. Your L move.
Maybe a small one.
Side split.
Oh my god, okay.
I just wipe it. Just wipe it. It's add
Wipe
phase with the tank down. It's add phase with the tank down.
Ooh. I need to be right back real quick. Like 2 minutes.
Okay. Take a 5-minute then. Everyone just grab a drink of water, go grab beer, bathroom break, whatever.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay. I told everyone just take a 5-minute, so we'll pull in 3 more minutes.
Okay.
Unless, of course, everyone's here. I'll do a ready check just to see. Alright, well, everyone's here, so we'll go ahead and get going. Check your food if you need to. Right.
We have 3 people on 3.
Alright. Wipe it.
That was a moment too.
Whoever had 6 thought it was 7, I guess. What? Oh god.
Well, whoever had 3 thought it was 6.
What?
Shapes and colors, folks. Shapes and colors.
Big one?
No, big one. We're gonna go left on this. We're gonna go left, I think. Sorry. Okay. Right side, right side. I know that was a little downtime.
We're not quite at the point where enraged time ready to shoot.
My parse.
Can't parse if we don't kill it.
Big one.
Left.
Be a big one.
Spread.
Oh, that's probably too close.
Seems like we had an extra person. Oh boy.
Okay.
My bad.
Picked up the wrong one.
Can you get it back?
Yep, it's coming.
Oh, what?
Alright, just wipe.
Be a big one.
That's little. Little.
Little.
Left side, left side.
It's gonna be a big one.
Right side, right side.
Be a small. Rest on this side. standing on the bird. Someone came and stood on top of him.
Oh, that's a wipe. Remember, for the birds, if you have 2 tethers, you're going to run away from the bird, and the bird you're going to stand next to is going to be to your right. If you have 1 tether, you're going to run away from the person that you're tethered to, and the bird's going to be on your left.
And he's talking about where you end up, not while you're running, because it'll be on your left if you're running toward the one that's going to be on your right until you get there.
It's gonna be small ones.
Right side, right side.
Yo.
Hey,
What's up?
Gonna be small ones.
Right side.
It's gonna be a big one.
Sides.
Stay on this side. Frios.
I'm on the lower one, whoever's with the.
Jake.
Yep.
Boss is targetable. Back on C, we have a tank mechanic coming. Remember, point them outwards.
It's gonna be the spread. Oh boy, oh boy. Buddy.
If I went right where I was supposed to.
They'll work. It was somebody from the melee group.
Yeah, I went.
We had
Someone-
people crowded
someone
up
ran
on
back.
each other.
Someone ran back over me to go like, counterclockwise.
Yeah, nobody should go the other way. Like, you should be the farthest back from south group.
I don't think we have enough time to spread out using that strategy, honestly. Like, I pop sprint there, and
I made it easily there. I was waiting for the fireballs to explode in front of me. And I ran into somebody from melee group who just like went the opposite of the right way, so
Yeah.
I would have been fine otherwise. And I'm the farthest to go.
We had some confusion in the melee group too. Like our
You went
orders
too
weren't
far.
clear.
Yeah, you went too far on yours, I think, which was
I'm-
crowding Alexandria. You should be on the north side of B in that situation.
I'm the second explosion. Yeah.
No. You're
What?
you're the second person to
What?
stop.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So you should not be chasing Alexandria south of B. You should be stopping north of B in that
Well, he
that
was-
particular.
Okay.
Like, everybody runs together to a safe spot, then you go a little way towards the next fireball that exploded after the safe spot, then Alexandria goes a little farther than you, and then whoever is fourth in your group should go a little farther than them, almost coming to our first person on the other side. And the split mechanic doesn't even happen until the first one resolves. So you're like, if you're going far, you're just like waiting for the fireball that you're chasing to explode, and then you go to where it was, and you keep doing that until you get all the way where you're gonna go.
Okay, let's get one more pull.
And the small one.
gonna be left.
It's gonna be a small one.
Right side, right side. Get that tether. Get the.
Whoa.
All right.
Don't think we have enough time for another pull, realistically.
No, I think we're gonna break for a minute and then figure out what we're doing. So appreciate everyone coming.
Gotcha.
But I think Shaz needs some loving. So appreciate it. Thank you, Zon.
Have a good night.
Have a good one.
You too. Okay. Did someone else leave? Okay, good.
Man, my retainer just out there gathering some spring water while I'm getting my ass barbecued by a chicken.
Is it at
Hard
least like
times.
mineral spring water or?
It's underground. It's only the finest.
Mm. Very nice, very nice. I threw you an invite again.
Oh, did you? Yeah, well, you know how it is. I'm talking to my retainer that I obviously can't accept an invite right now.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
He's very important. Oh, still, the bell was wrong.
Oh my goodness, you made yours a he? Oh.
Oh,
I have my harem that follows me around.
I see. Yeah, I needed a giant cat man to gather me some spring water.
Oh, there you go. That's almost as good as what is it, the mountain guys or whatever it is, the big giants. Not the cat guys, but the other ones. The guys that look like they're smuggling an eel in their pants.
Oh fuck. How you talking about fucking broken in stock? Holy Jesus Christ.
You'll never look at one the same way.
I won't. Like, you
Race of
permanently
eel
just ruined that race for me. Thank you.
All right.
Holy Jesus. Yeah. How far into the fight have you guys gotten?
We are real good at the
About
before
the
the ad
same as
phase.
last time.
Same as last time? Alright, well, hey. Always room for improvement. Yeah, I was getting pretty far with my groups today. I was constantly getting to tornadoes with this one group.
How were they handling the experimental glory plume?
Melee and tanks go north, and the healers and range go south.
Yeah, and the spread, like we keep getting absolutely blasted by the spread.
What do you mean?
Well, it's like the black balls come down and kill everyone.
Why? Are you guys like, do you think you don't have enough room or something like that?
The AoE's pretty big.
Or is it the damage?
Nah, I mean, I don't know. We don't spread fast enough and then we die. I don't know if there's like some pug strat that I'm not thinking about.
Honestly, I can't think of what the problem would be besides people like moving late. But honestly, like,
Nice.
you have a pretty good amount of time.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Same groups as before. I just want to make sure Nice knew. All right.
Where are we, Enoch? Where are we at for the like if the bird does line?
Front.
We're at the very
Alright.
front. All right.
Yep, we're at the front. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Sorry, it took me a second to realize which which one you meant.
Yeah, I know. There's so many fucking mechanics. This damn bird. But yeah, as long as melee and tanks go north and the healers and range go south, you should have just 4 people on each side. You should have more than enough room to like spread. If you're dying because of health, well, that's another problem entirely because you have so much time for everyone to get healed up while the bird is shooting all those fireballs into the air.
And we're getting crowded because everyone's running in one direction initially, and then it's unclear like who goes where after that. Not for the big circle, but for the little circles.
Yeah, for the little ones. I got you. Yeah, I'll see and look and try to see what's happening.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get the farthest away because that's where the guy you were replacing was.
He was the first to stop. Oh my god. Sorry.
Wait, he was supposed to be the first to stop?
Yes.
Oh my god. He like ran to me last time.
Oh, what mechanic are you guys talking about?
Glory plume. He was just
The
that
first-
far off.
Wow.
Left side, left side.
Fuck me.
Oh boy.
All right. So, yeah, Oh, the flame.
That
Whoa.
was super late to die. That's
Just
the way.
wipe.
Just wipe it. Just wipe it. It's pretty rough.
Turn to your left to kill the one on your left. Right. spread. Too far Euro.
Is that a wipe?
Not yet.
Nah.
Oh, I'm alive. Oh, why'd I blow my dash? I want this left one with Slinker.
Fake. Boss is targetable.
Get on 3 for the tank mechanic.
Remember, point them out. I'm gonna reorient boss.
Back in the middle.
It's gonna be the
Alright.
spread.
Spread out.
Oh, I got hit.
Grab me, rap. Actually, I think
you
we
were
just
with my
fucking.
group. So this is the
I
same
mean,
thing
I'm
that
north.
happened. You weren't in here. It's north, except it's kind of like same groups as before. So you're actually not really north. You're more like the northeast diagonal half of the map,
Wait.
and that one was straight east.
Okay.
So you
wait,
actually
wait.
end up running south.
I died on the north side of the map. So
Yes.
how is
So,
that considered?
I
south?
think considering it north and south teams is bad. It's actually a northeast diagonal half and a southwest diagonal half. So if it's a directly east fireball, the second fireball is going to hit kind of on the south side, and the north team is still going to take that because that's still on that half of the map. Like it's like the 1-2
fireball
side.
The fireball started
Consider
west.
the sides as 1, 2, and 3, 4, not as 2 and 4.
I'm really trying to wrap my head around this. The fireball started west,
And east.
circling north.
Yes.
I went north.
Yes.
Melees and
I mean,
tanks
I
go
guess we
north.
can change it, but that's the way we've divided every other mechanic, and that's the way everybody read it except for a few people last time, so we talked about it.
I read it the way Aaron read
This
it,
way.
but that time I was just like, I don't know, man, like fuck it. But then and I still like got
Like, is
bounced together.
this a crazy read to make? Like, the
It's
entire
not.
rest of this map is 1, 2, 3, 4 are the sides.
The fireball starts north and south or east and west. If it starts east, you run in towards like basically north. I'm sorry. If it starts west, you run in towards northwest. If it starts east, you run in towards southeast. And if it starts north, it's just like the normal fireball from the beginning. You just
So you
run
think
north.
the south side should take the east side if it's gonna head south?
Yes, because if it hits west, then it's really easy for the north players to get to northwest, and if it hits east, it's really easy for the south players to hit southeast. Like doing it the opposite way,
guess
I
we
think
could
it's
change it.
much harder.
It's exactly the same movement regardless of which way you do it. It's just a matter of which way you're looking.
That's true. Well, all the groups I'm in have been doing it pretty much that way. I don't know if you guys want to do it
Maybe
different.
we should
that's
change
cool.
it and just do it that way if that's what pug groups do.
I'm fine with doing it Aaron's way. That's what makes more sense to me in my mind. But
Like
but
just
everybody needs to be aware
melee,
of that.
just melees and tanks north, and ranged and healing south. I'm pretty sure if we do that, we'll be completely fine.
Okay. If the first fireball lands on D, that means group 1, which is melee, and tanks are going to the north.
Yep.
And for the spread, the first person to stop is Eunice, the next person is Iskana, the next person is Alexandria, then me.
Can we clarify one more time exactly where the first person is stopping?
Right, dead center of the second fireball that hits on your
Is-
direction.
is there a fireball that still lands in the center, or do we have space in the center? to
No,
work
there is
well?
a fireball
Yeah.
in the center.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, there's
okay.
still one in the middle.
So the first person is stopping on the second fireball.
Yes.
Yes.
I've never heard of this person stopping stuff, but I'm assuming you guys just want to like come
It's
up
so we
with
can
something to make
organize
it
the
spread.
spread.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because we're having people not get far enough apart and go like backwards into the other group and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
But if
So
if
basically,
you run-
I pick my spot first, is what you're saying. The first.
If
person
you're
to
first,
stop.
you just go to the safe fireball and stand still. Like you know how you wait for the first fireball to go,
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
second one you run to the middle of the second one, that's a safe spot, and then you go from there.
Right.
You're
Yeah.
first, so you just stay there.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then everybody else in your party, like one of them is gonna go where the next fireball hits, and one of them's gonna go where the next fireball hits until
Right. Yeah, I
everyone's
got
spread.
you. Okay. Yeah, that sounds cool.
All right.
It's not that. My mic was muted. I find that mechanic is so much shit on the screen.
Just turn your camera facing south and just be ready to run like directly south or east, mostly east and a little bit south if it happens to be the east-west one.
Like the skull things are in the way, the fucking purple flowers.
Yeah, it is a lot of shit on the screen.
I
on
can't
this
see
site.
shit. It's a big one. Up to that point it's not bad, but that one I find it really fucking hard to see.
Left, left, left.
Nice.
That's pretty cool, Scott.
Double somersault.
It's gonna be a small one.
Left, left, left. Tank mechanic immediately after.
the small one.
Partners, get to your positions. Ads.
I'm on 1, Aaron.
Alright. Nice. I'm scared. Fuck is my barrier like that?
Okay.
Where is it?
I don't know how I got hit twice by that, but I guess I did.
You going to see?
Yep.
There's no way.
Oh,
Woo! Nice, nice.
Targetable.
I thought I was a ward for sure.
Get on 3. Looking pretty good. Check over your head.
Spread.
Spread.
Oh, I wasn't far enough. I think I need to cheat inside a little more.
I thought I was supposed to be the third one. Am I third place or second? I thought I was third.
You are third place.
Yeah. It's kind of basically took third, and I was like, oh boy, here we go.
we established earlier that the safe spot is the second explosion, and I'm number 2. So I ran to the safe spot, and then I rotated one more circle, and that's where I stayed.
Get too far.
Were we good if you would?
To the second.
No. Okay, well.
Nice. Where were you?
I went to the first safe spot where
I
the
could've
second
got a little
fireball
further,
was. And then I saw someone next to me and I scooched over even a bit more just to give them even more room because there's actually plenty of room when the fireballs are completely out of the equation. So
Yeah, I think the final fireball falls in the middle of the first fireball, the edge of it. Is that right?
I think actually, you know what? The final fireball should fall
Halfway overlapping the first fireball that went out, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we might be over adjusting in it.
At least we had everybody go to the right side that time.
That's true.
Too small.
Right side.
It's gonna be a big one.
Right side. Right side. And tank mechanic right out of her.
Small one.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of room. Pairs. Nice, I definitely wasn't auto running right out into the fire.
I was like, yo.
Come back! Come back!
Aaron, are you here with me?
Yeah,
you
but
are,
I'm.
you are.
Which one of these guys are you killing? Holy
Back one.
shit.
Get the back.
Alright,
Alright,
okay.
the lower one, the lower one,
Yeah,
the lower one.
Sure.
Sorry about that.
The birds heard you say the lower one and they went for my ass.
Yo, it's the fuck.
Wow.
What is-
Yeah, we fucked up. Sorry.
Alright, well.
We were attacking different birds. I could have swore I was on one. Fuck me.
Isn't it just like whichever one is offset slightly to your left?
No, we generally always attack
We-
one.
Yeah, we literally just
Whichever
killed
one
on
spawns
spawn.
it, that
Yeah.
one. That's what we generally hit.
So somebody just didn't hit the right one?
I guess.
Yeah, it was probably me. I could have swore because I always stand between 2 and 1 to hit them with my AoE debuff, and then I just start wailing on one.
Hey, why aren't you guys blaming the tank for doing all that damage? It was me, dude.
Damn.
Yeah. You're not too strong. Just flexing on us.
Would it be a big one?
Left. Tank mechanic. I'll turn her a little bit more for you. I don't know if that helps or not, actually.
That's pretty good like this.
Okay.
The big one?
Alright, nice.
Right side, right side. And tank mechanic right after this.
The big one?
Spreads. Ads.
Alright, definitely on one this time.
I'm definitely on one, yeah.
I just got through this without using my my good slash.
Oh, I barely lived that, Jesus.
Oh, this is my bird. Fuck. I hate when the shit spawns right next to me. Nice.
Shake, shake, shake.
Oh my god.
That was close. Hit the bird.
Targetable.
Ready there?
Tank mechanic. Make sure you guys stack on 3.
Uh, nice.
Face them outward.
Remember, melee and tanks north, ranged and healers south.
Gonna be the spread.
I went the wrong way.
Nice. Oh, what?
I can get him.
We're all dead here.
No, why is everybody still dying? Is there a dot after it or something?
Something is attacking me. I don't
Okay,
know
so
what the fuck it is.
The little birds that he summoned back, they attack the second on threat.
Oh, the other
Oh,
Going
guy.
you
forward.
gotta be fucking with me. So it attacked me because the other tank was dead and I was the highest DPS. Fuck.
Yep.
That's bullshit.
Oh, that got
Yeah, I
messy
went the
real
went the
quick.
wrong way. I can't see shit.
Man, I'm
don't
trying to
see
understand. Like,
You should-
people are just dying from the fireball. Like, do we need like a
Just-
big shield there or something?
Like, just turn your camera so you only see the south of the field while you're standing dead center, right? And then watch for the first fireball going left to right.
But how do you see
And as
that
soon
white?
as the second fireball lands, run straight there and stand still.
Like I'm looking full south right now, and all I can see is C. Like I don't see the side mark.
Well, yeah, we're standing in the center when that happens, though.
Yeah, but I don't
Yeah.
see the side mark.
You can see him if you're in the center of the room.
Yeah, so basically, Urel, you shouldn't even be trying to look at D because you're not running towards D. You're running towards B or C.
Yeah, your
So you-
fireball will start at B or C, and that's all you gotta look at, to be honest. So honestly, you can face your camera towards B and C and just have them both in your view, and then just do the mechanic the same way you always do it.
Yep. I think that'll help rather than trying to see D as well, because for you, D
Yeah.
can basically fuck off. You don't.
Yeah,
care about it.
exactly. That literally has nothing to do with you.
That's true.
So
I only have to look there because I have to chase it.
I died there because I got hit by 2 glory plumes, so we were stacked too close.
Yep.
Ah, damn.
So that wasn't AoE, and I don't know who else died with me, but I think it was.
I was alive, so it wasn't me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It could have been either of the people on the sides of you. Oh, wait, no, it was the other tank because he was dead, and that's where.
Yeah.
It
No,
started.
Ah,
I,
yeah.
I got hit fine, and then I died to some damage after the blast. I don't know what it was.
Huh.
The birds.
Is there a dot? It wasn't. It didn't look like
the
that.
only other
baby
damage is
birds
the
shoot second to that.
big AoE in the center of the stage, so if you weren't too far out towards the wall, you might have got clapped by the big fireball falling. Either
It's
that or you took that one first
sec-
and then took your AoE.
so
possibly.
second on threat after the rebirth with the little ads. Second on threat is going to be hit by those the entire time. It's going to
Oh.
it's going to do more damage than the boss does through the entire fight. From when those resurrect, they will do more damage than the boss in the entire fight. They will do it for the second half of the fight. They'll do more damage in that period of time. So they are hurting.
Let's see.
Man, that's rough.
Just out of curiosity, did we have a shield when we ran out? I wasn't looking.
I don't know if I hit it there. I usually do. I don't know if I did there though.
And
I
then
still
just
have
make sure,
ones left. I would just have Carachol if anything.
yeah, just make sure because we're going to be splitting during that. If it's not up, that the off tank has the has renew up.
Renew.
Well, some kind of hot.
White mage heal over time.
Yeah, keep it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I just mean like just make sure if it's gonna fall off during that mechanic, you might want to refresh it right before. Alright.
I don't know how I'm the only one that died and got hit twice, and I guess.
Somebody
Eric.
else had to have too.
Oh, I mean, I was
Unless
only
you got
there.
hit by the middle fireball, or one
No,
of
it
the
said
other.
glory. It said explore took glory twice.
I mean I can check logs after this poll if we really want to, but it's because
That's
people
fine.
were too stacked.
Apparently not.
I mean, I died. I was too close.
Yeah. I saw 3 bodies sitting on top of each other over there. Actually, what I saw was 2 grown adults and a child dead over there.
Damn.
Like the camera distance is not sufficient in this game for all this shit. Like, it's a really big one.
Big one.
Hey.
Left. Tank mechanic. There it is.
Be a big one.
Left, left, left. Tank mechanic right after.
Be a big one.
Oh no.
Oh, parties.
Partners, partners.
Partners, I mean.
Birdies, birdies, birdies.
Oh, Enoch, you gotta go inside.
Yeah, I got it.
Nice, nice. I don't know
You're good.
why someone's here, but you just ain't.
Two tethers stands on the left of the bird. One tether stands on the right.
I just got clipped by one of the ones going across me for some reason.
That was awkward.
I'm going to D here.
Yep.
Alright. I guess I should pop. And I'm really low on resources this one. Do we get it?
It's
No.
no.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know who
How
was
are we
standing.
still not getting birds perfect? That is not hard to read.
So remember, if you have the two tether, when you're standing away from the bird, so you're looking back at the bird that you're tethered to, and you're standing next to a bird, the bird you're standing next to is on your right-hand side. If you have one tether, the bird is on your left-hand side. This is two tethers, with C being the bird that's going to your partner. Sorry, said that wrong. This is A coming to you. It comes to you, you step into the bird that left. If you're this person, you're the person who has the seabird as it's flying away, and it just flies back to you. You don't have to move.
Yep. I know Ithkana was in the right spot because he had two tethers. He was next to the bird. I was attacking the bird, and then I was gonna move all the way over to the left to be left of my guy that had the bird tether, and someone was in that spot, and I was just like, so like I just had to kind of engine with Ithkana.
Yeah,
But
you're
it kinda
supposed to
was
be
in
on
the
the
right
right
spot.
of the bird, not the left.
Nah, I'm supposed to be to the left of my guy that's across from the bird. But someone was in that spot, so.
And you're supposed to be to the right of the bird if you have one tether.
Yeah, the bird is on your left, you are on its right if you have one tether.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm on the left of the person that's across the stage from me. That's how I view it.
You should be like basically directly lined up with them almost.
It's going to be a small one.
Left. Tank mechanic soon.
A small one.
We're gonna get tank mechanic right after.
I just
Can be big one.
Spread. Ads.
Oh no. Oh.
Good, good.
Playing dangerous there, Robert. Trying to run into me.
Hugging my bird.
Yep, that one that's lowest. There you go. Going to B.
Yep.
That one should be good with this one.
Yeah, this one's good.
Oh, that bird over there has got a lot of health.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, not anymore.
Not anymore. Shake.
That's great. Attack the bird.
Tank mechanic coming.
overhead.
Okay, I should have carriage roll for the thing. That's all though.
Melee and tanks north, ranged and heals to the south.
It's still spread.
It'll spread down. Hard times. Nice, nice, nice. Good shit.
Bring it back center.
Bring it back center. Stand on 3. I believe you want to stand on 3. Out on fire.
Fountain.
Tanks on the inside.
Tanks on the center.
Melee on the edge.
Going
And
left.
ranged behind the edge.
Yep, on the right.
I gotta
Go to
get
your
that
side?
other side. Yeah.
It's kinda no, it's kinda in front of it.
I do not know this mechanic because we've never gotten here. So
It's hard times.
Alright. Well,
Yeah,
that was a cluster.
everything's screwy. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Well,
So-
good job. We made it.
Yep. So on that mechanic,
I cannot
what you need
die.
to do. Yeah. This boss is
Look at
such a
those shields.
pushover.
Look at those
Such-
shields. They're
Look at this.
huge.
Oh, he's gonna hurt. Alright, so what you're gonna do is, like, I'm gonna run to here, where B is, where the first fire pillar, or whatever it is, FOF is. I'm gonna drop my purple, you're dropping yours in front of your fire pillar over on the other side. And as soon as the purple puddle drops, that's an ad that drops, we swap sides and stand off center from where our birds were. Because
You know
basically
what?
what you want to do,
My bad. Go ahead.
because basically what you want to do is if the bird is starting on C, you want to be standing to the side, just like with the big ad phase. You don't want your bird that spawns to charge right through you. So just stand a little bit off to the side. Our birds are going to resolve. The next people that have to resolve theirs are going to be melee DPS. And they're going to basically do the same thing. The first fire pillars that come up are going to be at D and B. I think every single time. I don't think it changes. So you're just going to wait for that fire pillar to appear on D, and you want to drop yours on the edge of that fire pillar. If you drop it like where you did, then the next fire pillar that pops up when the healer tries to go to that one, they're going to get hit by the ad trying to go through it. So that's why we drop it on the first fire pillar, melee drop it on the second fire pillar, and range drop it on the third fire pillar.
When do
Oh,
I
and it's on-
change?
Huh?
When do I change fire pillar?
As soon as the
Explode?
first one goes away,
Yeah.
you go to the next one.
It'll dissipate and then you just hop into the next one.
And do I have
Yep.
to stand anywhere specific in it, or?
Just anywhere
Inside
in
the
it.
ring.
But you
Okay.
should edge to the side towards the next one so you can just hop over one step when
Yeah.
it's time to go to the
Yep.
next
So I
one.
stay in, and as soon as it's gone, I go. To,
Yep.
Yep.
That's all I do, and I drop.
You just
the
go clockwise. It's,
Yeah, also-
our
And it-
movement is really easy.
Yep. And as soon as that first fire pillar hits you, your heals are gonna be
Yeah, no, I dropped
godlike.
the D, and yeah, I was big numbers. Okay.
All right, so
But-
two things real quick. One, I put a video in the Discord. It's literally 40 seconds long. It's the best possible view you can see of the mechanic. It's actually not that bad at all. And two, while the cast bar is charging up for the mechanic, we have to be in distances from the boss in this order. The tank's got to be inside of the boss's circle. Me and Alexandria got to be on the edge of the boss's circle. And then the range has to be behind me and Alexandria. So basically just away from the boss somewhere. And that's how the boss puts his AoEs on people. So it'll be in that order. It'll be on the tanks first, and then the melee, and then the range. That's why you see all those parties with TMR in the description. That's what they're talking about. So you got to make sure you're in position to get the AoE at the right time when the mechanic starts, or everything will get fucked up.
And one other thing I want to point out with that video that if you're not picking up on is because the fire pillars are going clockwise, when you're standing to have your bird charge you, you want to be counterclockwise. So if the first one is going to be so in your case, Norman, after you drop it at D, you're going to run over to B. You want to be north of B a little bit, basically. That way, the bird that charges from D is going to charge to the north, and there won't be some weird thing where the bird charges to the south of B and hits the healer trying to move to the next fire pillar. I hope that makes sense.
Wait, I'm watching.
Basically, you want to move to the opposite direction of the fountain spawning, because you got to remember the birds can dash through the stage and hit people. So if you go into the healer's path or even the DPS's path while they're setting up the next fountain, you have a chance of making your bird hit someone if you don't go to the right spot.
Watching this video, assuming that these people put 1 as north, their fire thingy spawned north. So is it true that you can either spawn west east or north south? Is it not always the same?
Also, the DPS gets the AoE first in this video, it looks like.
You see the DPS are on like the very edge of the boss. Well, actually, they did DPS first.
They did DPS
That's
first.
pretty weird.
I mean, who cares? So. It doesn't change the mechanics of the fight.
That's true. It doesn't, but yeah.
Is it just whoever's closest to the boss gets?
Yeah, so it'll be whoever's closest to the
Oh.
boss, and then in an order of three loops. And of course, the people that's already been picked can't be picked again. So
Yeah, so
it's not as bad as it seems.
do we want to just assign things though? Because I think it can be north south or east west.
Yeah, we can assign if you want.
Okay.
So like we can looking at the diagram that's a little bit up in the group.
I'll take 3, 4, and Scott take 1, 2. Or they have to assign it for everybody.
It's gonna start there. So if it starts north south or east west, if it's north south, you're gonna be at C, or in between C and 3 when you drop it off, and I'll be between A and 1, and then it's just gonna go clockwise. So it's gonna resolve just like it would if it had started at the other direction. So the only tricky part, if that's the case, would be where it starts. So it's just the healers and the tanks that have to be aware of where it starts.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on a sec. Let me try to understand what Andrew's saying. So take starting at PC.
I only have a couple more pulls, then I gotta go to bed.
Oh, starting at PC. I see what you mean. Okay. Okay, I get it. Yep.
And Nice and Alexandria, you guys know which side you're going to?
I usually take the south one, rotating clockwise. So
Okay,
usually
so-
I'll try and well, I guess we have to dictate which one
So-
counts as south if it doesn't spawn.
I just went opposite whatever you did, Aaron.
Yeah,
Worked
that's what I do in pugs, and it seems to work perfectly fine. But like, I didn't want to say we were overthinking it, but literally that's what I do. I look where the person who's gonna spawn with me, I look where they are, and I just get opposite of the boss of them, and then I just take it to the closest one. Like, literally that's what I do every time, and it's worked out in pugs.
Check your food. Let's go. It's a little hectic with everything that's going on, but as long as you know what your job is in that, it's very simple. Because you only have to worry about yourself and where the healer is.
Yep. Like, you can see the lines going through the stage to make sure you won't get hit by birds, so it's actually not as bad as it seems. When you finish your mechanic, it's just like, just damage the boss, and don't get hit by birds.
Yep.
Be a small one.
Left. I did not get close enough for you, Andrew. There are too many people on 3. Oh, good.
Big one.
Left. And tank mechanic right after this.
Big one.
You guys are
Wow,
running back
okay.
in too soon.
Okay.
Middle stack of your partners.
Sorry. I
That's
thought
okay.
I was clear to get in there.
Adds.
Add them on 1.
Yep, I was in the right spot.
Probably. Okay.
Nice, you need to be on the other side, yeah.
There, I got you.
Okay.
You going to C here, Scott?
That sounds good.
Picking.
Nice.
Boss is
Very-
targetable. Tank mechanic coming up. There it is. Point him out.
I have control for the spread stack.
Aaron, I think you're gonna punch there. Oh, okay.
I got a food what now?
I thought you were gonna get punched by the mob. Standing
Oh
up
yeah,
front
yeah. I
right.
was standing mad close to it for a second. Alright, split again. Man, this guy really doesn't give you up very Alright. Be as left as possible. Ah, man.
Middle.
Fountain of Fire, here it goes, here it
Yeah.
goes.
Tanks on the inside, tanks on the inside of the boss. Yeah. I'm gonna go opposite of you, Press. Let's get inside a little bit, Press. Alright, there we go.
Here we go, go.
Oh,
Oh man. The birds from the first one.
So, when someone dies, it's gonna find someone else.
Yeah.
So, having people die is big
It's pretty
no-no.
rough.
yeah, I need a little more healing there. I just kind of slowly went down and
Yeah, I was zoomed from dying to
yeah.
Alright, let's get another rep in.
So where did it drop? Is it C? I didn't.
It dropped.
It started at
B.
and B.
Safe would have been right here. Ish.
Yeah. Yeah, that first drop, I mean if you're watching where the first drop is, like the edge of it should be like here kind of thing. Roughly. So if
I know where to stand if I see it. Like,
if this is the first one, really the first person could be standing like right here.
I understand where it is if I see it. I just can't see it. Shit floating in the sky.
Do you need to like?
You need to
might
turn
need
your
like,
graphics
change your
off.
settings. Like you
Yeah.
shouldn't see like barely anything going on.
In your character config, no.
Maybe he's got like the
Yeah.
thing where it's like.
So go to character configuration.
I was legit watching
And-
that way. I didn't even see it.
So go to character configuration. The fourth tab over, character, battle effects settings, party, and others. You should have either show limited or show none.
Like you do not need to see like a bajillion explosions on top of the boss at all times because you can see everybody's spell effects.
Yeah, that's definitely rough. I turned
Hopefully
everyone to
that
limited.
helps. Was that on, Duro?
It was for party.
Yeah. Okay. So if you have it off now for party or limited for party, then that should help a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna be like you're gonna be playing a different game.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much random bullshit that happens from other people that doesn't make a difference for how you play.
You'll be like, is anyone using their skills?
This is my
I,
last poll.
I
guys.
can't believe you weren't. I can't believe you've been playing like that. It's like impossible to see anything.
Yeah, you may have to switch Cardia onto Ithkana
I'll do
after.
that too. I didn't know he was taking that much more damage.
Yeah.
Although I'm not really like casting on the boss at that point. I'm spamming AoE heals.
The small one.
Left. Tank mechanic soon. It is.
Small.
Left. And tank mechanic after.
Small one.
Spread.
Oh, much roads.
Ads.
One.
Jake. Bird's targetable. Tank mechanics first. Now would be a good time to swap Cardia if you haven't already.
I did.
Oh, sweet. Point him out.
You're probably gonna have to focus healing Enot a little bit more, Yorl. 'Cause I'm not really touching him now.
Okay, here we go.
Ready for glory plume.
Mountain thinks stay under the ball, so it targets you first. I'm gonna go to the opposite side of you now. Press.
Oh Jesus. I'm going south. Oh god. We're on. Should I have gone north?
Run through, run through.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I guess I should have gone north.
I got so much aggro.
Dude, each tick of the fountain hits me for 52,000.
What?
What?
Yeah, dude. Like I took
each
52,000 from the first one.
Something else had to hit you.
And I took 52,000 from the second one. I mean, that's like one shot.
I think you gotta heal yourself or something. Don't you have like a 400% healing boost?
Yeah, dude, that's my HP. Like, it's not even like a healing boost, literally.
It doesn't one-shot me. It's like takes me to 75%.
How much? Oh my, like literally. I mean,
Or
I was the
25%.
last one hit me for like 50,500 damage.
I don't have my logger running, so I can't tell like what actually hit you, but maybe it was one of the birds or something. Like if you're spamming something like either instant cast or really fast, you shouldn't die. Like everything you do is like even my like AoE heal is like a full HP bar of healing on somebody.
Alright, I have to go to bed.
Alright.
It is 11.
Progress. Alright, good night, guys.
Alright, we'll catch you. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to check that part out at the healer. So when you say the ticks of fountain, do you mean when you walk into the fountain, it just immediately
supposed
takes you for 50k?
When it blows up.
When it blows up? Okay.
So
I mean, what else are you being damaged by? Like,
That's
is it raining?
I have literally 51,000 HP, and it's hitting me for 50,582.
yes, you need to top yourself off. You didn't have, you weren't topped was the issue. When you went to the second one, you had slightly
So it's
less.
gonna meet. So it's gonna do 9. So it does 9. It's normally it does 99 damage.
It does like all your health and damage, but you get like an insane healing buff, so like any heal you do is gonna fill you back to 100%.
Dude, I healed myself for 47,000, and then the next one I took 51,000 again. Like, I mean, it's more than one heal. Like,
I don't know, can you use something bigger? I'm like literally just hitting, I'm spamming E-procs, which is like a 300 potency AoE cure. And it gives me a big enough shield and heal to go back to full, plus like a huge shield on me every time I do it.
That wasn't very nice, Albert.
So if you're paying attention.
I don't know, I would just check like, I don't know White Mage at all, so I don't know like what people do for that. Because obviously it's not quite as simple as being a shield healer where you can over shield yourself for like most of the damage, but I would just look at a log of a White Mage and see what casts he's doing during that specific part of the fight. It's not like it's an unsolved mystery, somebody's figured it out already, they killed it.
Yeah, that puddle is like doing your entire HP bar. You gotta figure something out because it's unavoidable. Like, you're gonna have to do something about this. I don't know if
Is
there's
there
some
even
type of
materia that gives health?
No.
fucking what is it? Tenacity don't get help, does it?
Tenacity doesn't work for non-tanks, I don't think.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I don't
Oh,
think
man.
it's that. I don't think you have to like meld a certain way. There's just a specific way you probably have to play it.
All I see, because you can go to a healer POV video of that, and they just heal themselves and then just go into the next one.
I was gonna say the only thing that might Euro is if you
Oh, vitality materia. There you go.
no, it doesn't work anymore, unfortunately.
It's probably more
Uh,
effective than Rob's pants that one run.
Oh God, he'd have to be wearing pants to put the
Now,
materia
to be
in.
fair, he was wearing pants. They just didn't have any stats.
I was wearing
damn.
leggings.
Oh no, were you really?
Whoa.
So you did have-
I accidentally equipped a glamour thing that I bought.
What was
and
the
forgot
name
about
of the item, Rob? Say
Oh,
it out
now
loud.
I want to know. Now I want to
I don't-
know.
Say it out loud, sir.
I don't have it in my bag anymore because I put it in my glamour.
Sir,
thing.
it's okay.
Owl.
I remembered for you, sir. They were
Ellison
Ellison tights.
Ellison tights.
Sir was wearing like
I was wearing
Spawn
tights.
and Gridania level 1 pants. Like, that is insane.
Wow. Yeah, so Urel, instead of Tetra, I mean, I don't know what heals you'll have available specifically to yourself, but if you use Lily's at 800 potency versus Tetra, which was the 700, and maybe it might just be that you have to use a Lily on yourself to heal back to full.
Dude, I got no Lily by the time we get. Holy shit! This is.
Here, I'm finding a white mage.
That or you.
Yeah, look for
Aqua
like
Veil.
a white mage POV video and see how much health like the average white mage has and how they're handling it. In fact, I'll look for it. Let me see.
What is that move called when you take the
Fountain
damage?
of Fire?
Oh, it's called Fountain of Fire, the outside ones?
It hits for 50 for most of them, but the biggest thing, right, is I look at all these logs, obviously they're better than me, but they all always have full lilies. I mean, you guys are taking, like, there's way too much raid damage for me to be saving lilies all the time. Like, I mean, dude, I go through them like candies. Like, I don't know, man. Like the tanks are getting fucking chunked. Like in.
Hold on, I found a video. I'm about to see what the hell is going on here. Okay, so
Bell as well. Bell hit me for 46,000, which is not enough.
this guy's HP isn't even on the screen. What a warrior, yo! It's insane.
I don't see a move called Fountain of Fire on damage taken.
It's Fountain of Death.
Fountain of Death?
Yeah.
4 hits. Average hit is only 37.8k.
Dude, I was getting hit for fucking 50,000.
What? That
I
doesn't
mean, the
make any
major is
sense.
getting I see a white major. He's getting hit for 50,000 as well. Good different. I'm looking at some random log. What the fuck did they do to mitigate it?
Fountain of Death. This happens at 6:17 for this guy. About 6:15 is when it starts, so timeline 6:15. Casts at 6:15. 1 Tetra, 1 Presence of Mind, 1 Assize, 1 Liturgy of the Bell.
This
And
is
in
crazy,
order,
this guy.
timeline is he's just glare, glare, glare. After he gets hit by the first one, Liturgy of the Bell. After he gets hit by the second one, Assize.
So how does he heal between the first and the second one though? Because the bell doesn't.
Oh, there's a Tetra after Bell. It's Bell, Tetra,
Tetra. So
then
use that on the tank.
glare, then Assize,
Yeah, it's always
glare,
cooldown, like literally, like this is
Presence of
fucking-
Mind, glare.
What does he do before that? Literally that.
Glare.
Yes, he doesn't heal during the bird phase.
Not for the 5 or 6 casts leading up to that, no.
Yeah, but like a size 45 second, Tetra 60 second, like.
Oh, like farther
You know
than
what I
that
mean?
forward? Let me
No,
look.
but before,
I
you know what I mean?
cut
So
out
everything you just told me is at least a minute cooldown. So that means you didn't use any of these ability in the last minute, right?
Yeah, there's kind of a minute of nothing happening leading up to that, though, right?
Not really.
I mean,
We
get
come out
flooded
of
by
that
the-
we
flooded
come
by
out of
the
the
black-
big thing. Like I have no buttons coming out of like the Firebirds dying, right? And we live through like the Dead Rebirth, right? So I only have Carrot Shoal for the next thing that we heal
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, Dead Rebirth is a big damage.
This happens
but-
like 2 minutes later.
Yeah, and Dead Rebirth is there's lots of time after that to heal up. There's no raid damage for a hot minute.
that is true.
Yeah, we are getting topped off very fast after Dead Rebirth. Like I'm usually done. Like by the time I go to cast a heal, it's already healed. So you might be overspending on that because there's nothing that happens. Like it's really slow, right? Like it. We have to
the
use
phase
all of our
after-
cooldowns during that, and then it gets really slow right after.
Yeah, it's an insanely slow lead up towards Final Fire. There's literally only Tank Buster, the 4 little alien things being pointed outwards, and then the Glory Plume, right? So out of those 3 mechanics, only 2 of them do damage, and then besides that, there's the boss constantly auto-attacking the 2 tanks. But I feel like there definitely should be some buttons we should have when this
So I would
comes
say,
up.
you
mean-
just spend all your buttons like you are during the Firebirds, and then spend like after Dead Rebirth is over, don't use any more big cooldowns for healing at that point, because
I mean,
we can
Divine
just
Venison-
cast time get those up.
Yeah,
then how
Divine
do I heal
Venison
the-
should be up. by
So
the
who's
way.
healing the raid?
We are with cast time spells, just no cooldowns, because there's not that much healing to do. We don't have to do it that fast.
Yeah, but like, so when I'm standing in the fucking fire thing.
That's a minute
That's
after.
when you have your
that's
cooldowns up again.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
when that's happening, there's raid damage as well at the same time, right? I don't know. Just be-
Oh, none of those are AoE? Those are all single targets?
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know, man. I
he's only
I look at
casting
logs.
glare, so I don't know.
I look at logs
I'm,
more, right?
I'm
but I
AoE
feel
healing
like-
during that because I can, but I don't know if I'm hitting everybody from the side of the room that I'm on. I'm hitting like a lot of people, but I don't know about everybody. Because I just cast
both healers should be on both opposite sides of the room.
Well,
so
yeah,
with
but the
both
thing I do
healers
to
is
take
doing
care of
it.
myself is I just cast E-Prog and it shields everybody for a shitload. And he's having to use single target heals to heal himself. Because he's a white mage.
Yeah,
Like, my job on this is 10 times easier. I can literally like press any button I have and it's just like a full HP shield.
So we went into that with the E-Prog up, or
Mhm.
a shield. There's quite a bit of shielding up. And after the first... Is it the first? No, let me...
Anybody that's within 15 yards of my side of the room during that is just getting spammed with huge shields. The problem is if you're not there and you're on your side, he can't heal everybody over there because he's got to heal himself because he can't just pre-shield himself for all the damage.
We did go into it without... before the pillars came up, we didn't have the E-Prog shield.
Is that enough to keep you alive if you don't ever come near me again? Because I don't think it's that effective.
So what it'll do is it'll buffer Urel on that first hit with enough extra HP that it has to burn through that shield. So then when he tetras and he wasn't topped off, when he tetras, it will top him off on that first one.
What does Bell do?
Bell is a you put it down in the middle and everyone within range gets hit with a 5 stack buff that's healing basically. So every time you get hit, every 1 second, I think it is.
It's not a mitigation. He doesn't have any like. I
No,
mean, I
it's
can
fine.
do that, but we're like
does.
crutching a
He
lot
does.
on me, just like using extra stuff.
No,
to
it's
cover
just
everybody
it's
else's
just
cooldowns.
as we spread, right before we spread, 1 shield. But the other way that it gets resolved is, Urel, you need to use Divine Benison on yourself. Which is the 15-second 500 potency shield.
Yeah, I don't think anyone else is as likely to die as we are there. We're the ones taking serious, consistent damage. Everybody else is taking like a big hit from their.
Yeah, I would-
They're taking like 1 AoE and then a fucking bird. And to be
anyone
honest,
who comes near me is going to have a full, like they're double their HP in a shield as soon as they do.
Yeah, I bet if you have Divine Benison up, Urel, I bet that first fountain isn't going to do enough damage. That the first heal that you put on yourself is going to knock you back up to full. The second fountain might be a little bit more tricky. But you have Bell down at that point, so the Bell hitting you plus your heal should get you back to full each time.
$20 yards. The bell. We got the bell.
Yeah, you just drop the Bell in the middle of the arena, and it'll reach everyone, including yourself.
Yeah, look at more logs.
I might be able to have a Panheim up there. I think.
There's a lot
I
of
think I had it. I think on our last attempt I had it for the stack spread, and I used it there because I didn't want us to die of that because we keep dying to that. And Panheim would help during this too.
thinking that mechanic.
Oh, the stack spread you were using, Panheim? Okay.
I did once. I don't always have it then because it's like pretty tight with when I use it during the birds.
Yeah, let's not have you use it there because I'm gonna shake for that.
I think it'll be up during this if I don't use it there.
Yeah, and then that way, Shake will make sure everyone gets topped off before we spread for the glory flame, and it'll give everyone a little bit of a shield. So it should make sure no one dies from any of the mechanic there, unless they screw up.
Man, Scholar OP for that part. Just do the Seraph thing and put your fairy in the middle and it hits everybody while you're in the puddle.
But yeah, I do think, Urel, I do think on that part, saving Divine Venison. At least having one charge, you might need two, but going into it with that up, I think is going to help you a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty unlikely that the tanks are going to die during that.
I actually bet what would happen is if you had two charges of it up and you had one precast to just keep yourself safe, I bet when you come out of it, if you're able to get a heal off on everyone and Venison yourself again, that second Venison is going to have such a fucking massive overshield on it.
I might have Haima during that too. I'm not sure. It'll be just coming up if I do, but we haven't made it there enough that I know like
Yeah, we gotta get
consistently
more.
what cooldowns I have.
Wait, I need to keep obviously need to keep some abilities up.
Yeah, I don't think that there's anything that you need to use Venison on prior to that. Like if the tanks are taking some damage, let's get them healed with something else and save your Venison for you on the FOF.
Yeah, I'm losing all kinds of damage just like trying to save cooldowns when we don't need them urgently. So I would recommend like especially coming out of that part where we blow a lot of cooldowns. Don't blow any to top us off again because it really calms down.
And
like,
we're
we have
at
all day to heal people during that.
And just so you guys know, like even with everything that's going on, with where we're at, like with you not doing as much damage, Rob, we're still at 42,000 plus DPS at that point on that last attempt.
I'm not saying that I'm worried about our damage. I'm just saying like right now I'm just playing everything ultra safe to save cooldowns when I can because.
Well, I'm not doing a lot of damage because I'm trying to figure out when to use what. So a lot of it, once you've done it, like then it gets easier because you know when
you need the full choreography. But
yeah,
that's
right,
part of this discussion is figuring out that out. And I think with how fast I'm seeing that, like I'm barely like after Dead Rebirth goes off, I use like one small button and everybody's health is just like jumping to full before I even do a single cast time heal. So I'm sure you're using like probably more than you need to top everybody off right after that, because otherwise it would take longer for them to get back up, right?
Yeah.
I mean, let me see, does it give overhealing? Yeah, I mean.
Well, overhealing happens anyway. I probably have a shitload of overhealing, but
you're at like 38.
I just mean like there's times when it like the healing output needs to be like everybody's topped before they're gonna get hit again by something like significant, right? And it doesn't need to be like a WoW raid where like damage might come at any moment. So get them like as soon as they took damage, get them full again as soon as possible. That's rarely what we have to do. In fact, it's kind of what we have to do during those birds, which is super rare, and that's why it's so hard. It's because there's like big damage, then 5 seconds later more big damage, then some little damage, then another big damage, and so we have to use like a crazy amount of cooldowns in a short amount of time. But after that, it's like nobody's going to take damage after Dead Rebirth. They're going to get knocked to 20% and then take nothing until the tanks get hit by their tank buster, and the rest of the raid won't get hit again until like Is there even a Scorched there? Let me look. I think nobody else gets hit until we do the stack spread thing, which is a fucking long time. So there's no rush to get their health back up. Yeah, so Dead Rebirth at 435, Heat of Condemnation. So everybody gets hit at about 435 for the big damage, they're 20%. The next Tank Buster is at 445, goes off at 450, so that's like 15 seconds before anyone gets hit, and it's only the tanks. Then Fledgling Flight happens, no damage happens from that. Then Experimental Glory Plume happens at 524, resolves at 528, that can't be right, but like, it's like almost a whole minute before anybody takes any damage after Dead Rebirth, right? So we don't have to like blow any cooldowns to get people up from that. That's like cast a Medica whenever you got like spare time.
Yeah, I get more to that. I get that phase more often, I guess.
I mean, usually we would want to not cast any of those at all unless we absolutely have to, but while we're trying to figure this out, like, it's a good way to band-aid things and save cooldowns. Like, I'm casting an ungodly amount of these E-Prog damage loss busters just because we don't have perfect coverage on things, so it's a band-aid to fix those things.
Yeah, so basically after this phase, it's going to be the tornadoes with the pizza pie, and
that's Elmo, right? Like we just all go hide and you guys get cooked.
no, there's one mechanic before that, so it's going to be pizza wedges, and you have to pay attention to which ones go out first, so that you're standing. So the first one goes out, and then you want to stand on like the second one, for example. When the first one blows up, you move on to the first one to avoid getting hit by that one.
Is that just a 1-2?
At the same, it's a 1-2 or 3. And so the other mechanic to it, though, that's going on is it's got the dark flame, or glory bloom, whatever it is. So you're either going to spread or stack for that.
But you'll see that.
You'll see.
You'll
see the flame go up. So here's what happens, right? The pizza pie starts coming out, and the glory plume parties will stand either north or south, and they'll do the pizza pie step north or south, and then after that resolves, they'll either stack or split for the glory plume. It's actually not that bad.
Yeah, that seems like it's a lot easier because the pizza pies are probably a lot more forgiving on timing than.
Yeah, they're not hard
from the middle where we're all together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can look up a video of it.
That seems pretty simple as long as nobody gets mixed up on which side they're supposed to be on.
Right, that is the main thing. That is the main thing.
Immediately after that, though, that's when you get the Elmo.
Yep.
That's the fire tornado.
There will be another pizza pie that leads into Elmo.
Yep.
But that pizza pie won't have it won't have a glory plume. Yeah, for that one, the tanks kind of want to be south, and everyone else wants to go kind of north and next to this one tornado.
And then Slinker will go all the way up to the top of the tornado and point it away from us.
Yeah.
And then one range will go to the third tornado and point it away from everybody.
If you look at the diagram that's here, I'll just grab it and post it down.
Well, is there a character that's orange? Like I'm in town, right? And that person's orange, like the name.
Which one?
Like there's a player, right? Their name's orange. Like normally people.
Oh, you mean like in your game right now? That means they're on your friends list.
Yep.
And so you can like see where your friend's at. So that person is on your friends list.
All right.
So you can see the diagram that I just posted. So the tanks will be to the south at 3, basically. And we're gonna pick up the tethers. So I'll be on the 2 side of 3, and the other tank will be on the 4 side of 3. And
it'll be on the hitbox of the boss, it looks like.
Yeah. And then that way we are closer to the boss than every other party member, and we're closer to those 2 tornadoes to the south than any other players. It's really the only difficulty is the group just needs to make sure they're not close to the tornado that's being soaked by the one person soaking that north tornado. Yeah. If everyone's on the outside edge up there and away from that and just a little bit further away from the tornado than the person soaking it, it resolves.
Yep. That doesn't actually look that hard. But I'm sure somebody's going to die to how much damage is coming out and we're not expecting it.